I'm so glad to be here with all of you. Today is Monday, but this audience, like, y'all stay with like that good old Friday energy, and I just love it. Let's get into today's mug shot. This is from Upshaws from Hudson, California. Yes. Seems like it's some neighbors in the neighborhood. She gave me this cute mug that says, "This little light of mine, oh, I'm gonna let it shine." I had to sing it to y'all. But this little light of mine, this is so beautiful. Hold on, let me take my sip. Y'all know I'm gonna do it, all right? It just be so good. I am loving this mug, and she wrote me a note. Can I read it for y'all? Let me see. I know I love when y'all write me notes and send me mugs. I just want to share with you. She says, "Hey, Jennifer, I wanted to send you this mug as a way to say thank you for helping me to come out of my shell. Every day you step out on that stage, you are literally glowing, girl. Thank you. Your light has encouraged me, thank you, to step out of my comfort zone. Keep on doing what you do." Thank you so much for that encouragement. That is very sweet of you. Y'all know I love your mugs, so keep sending them. Okay, go to our website or our socials to find out how you send it. Okay, can y'all handle that? All right. And also, make sure you send me a note so I can read it, and also a photo so I can look y'all upside the head, all right? I sure want to look at you. Now, this is The Happy Place, so we're all about positivity, and I love using my platform to shine a light on all the good people in the world. Our first guest jumped into action when they saw their 72-year-old Domino's delivery driver fall on their front steps. But it's what they did next that changed this woman's life forever. Here we go from South Carolina. Please welcome Lacey and Kevin. First of all, again, this platform is all about like spotlighting positivity, and I just think you guys are amazing.
Thank you.
So thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Now, Kevin, I saw you helping a delivery lady. Like, what happened in that moment?
So she saw her come up on the Ring camera when she pulled up to the house. And when I opened the door, she was on the ground. Wow. And it kind of took me by surprise. She was only concerned about the food. You know, I went outside, I tried to help her up, and she's like, "I ruined your food, I ruined your food." I'm like, I don't care about the food. I care that you're okay. Right, so.
And Lacey, were you surprised to see, her age and her being a delivery lady?
Yeah, it was heartbreaking, to be completely honest. When he came back in and we watched the video back and saw how hard she fell, we were just in shock. Just that she was that age and delivering.
I have to say this, what touches me most, this day and age, people love to film stuff,
right,
but no one ever helps.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So I think this is a great example to show people you don't just sit and look at things happen, but lend a helping hand to help someone else. You know what I mean? Why did you decide to share the video on TikTok?
So I went to him and I said, "I'm gonna post this on TikTok." And he said, "Babe, don't you dare." Because he thought I was posting it for laughs, right, or, and I said, "No, what if we do a GoFundMe and we raise a couple $100s to give her a bigger tip, yes, and give her a couple days off to recover, or, whatever." So that's ultimately why we did it and posted the GoFundMe and the TikTok. And
beautiful.
I just wanted to say we did it because seeing someone that age working, we both have fathers who have recently passed away from cancer, and they both worked up until right before they retired, and so their retirements were basically chemo treatments and stuff like that. And so seeing someone that age again working so long, when do they get to retire?
Right. Their golden years. They
exactly.
should be,
resting at home, enjoying the babies.
That is true. And how much did you raise with the GoFundMe?
So the GoFundMe right now is over $250,000.
Wow. That is a blessing. Why do you think people decided to donate?
People like a feel-good story, and seeing her, like we were saying, in her golden years, nobody likes to see that.
No.
And so I think it touched a lot of people, wanting to help her out.
they relate to her like it's their grandmother or their parent or somebody, or they have a parent that's still working at that age, so they wanted to help somebody.
You're amazing. When we come back, Barbara is going to be sitting right here. We'll be right back. Thank you so much for being here, Miss Barbara.
Well, thank you for having us.
It's a blessing to have you here. Can you tell us what happened today?
Well, that day, that was my last delivery for the day. I was very tired. It was a Friday. We're always busy on Friday. And I do have bad knees, so my legs were tired. So when I got up to their porch, my right foot didn't raise up onto the step. It caught the step. And down I went. And it looked like I thought I was going through the chair, the little baby chair. So I got, I'm going to lose an eye. But then that didn't happen. So about that time, that's when Kevin come out. And I said, I'm so sorry. I ruined your food. But don't worry about it. We'll replace it. He said, don't worry about the food. So he helped me up, as you could see on the video.
Yes, that is a blessing. You feel at the right doorstep. You
I
got
felt
two
the right
angels
doorstep.
sitting right here.
Two angels.
Yes.
Exactly right.
Yes.
Two angels.
Wow. What did you think? How did you feel when they showed up at your job?
Okay, I was at my job, and this was before we opened, and my manager, Lena, called me over and said, Barbara, there are two people here to see you. And I go, to see me? Okay. So when I turned around and I saw it was Lacey and Kevin, I thought they just came by to see how I was doing. So I walked over to the counter, and their little girl, so sweet. She came around with a bouquet of flowers and was hugging me and handed me the flowers. And then the other little girl was supposed to give me the candy, but she was so shy. She was hanging on Daddy's leg. And so they presented me with the candy and everything, and they asked me how I was doing. I said, fine. They said, well, we have something else we want to present you with. I said, what? Wow. And so when they presented the GoFundMe to me, within, what, a day?
A day?
About 12 hours.
12 hours, it was what, over
$50,000.
$50,000. $50,000. I lost it. I started crying, I started hugging, I started thanking, and then my mind went blank. It just went blank. I just went numb because I was pinching myself. Is this a dream? Is this a dream? But no, it wasn't a dream. It was real.
It's real.
It was real.
And you are loved.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. That's for sure. Yeah. What are your plans now? What are you going to do now?
Okay, I paid off my car.
Yes, ma'am.
I had several bills I paid that off. Okay, and we're planning a trip to go to Myrtle Beach in South Carolina. And then I plan on getting a financial advisor to help me control the money so that I have the money to last me, you know,
Yes.
as a retirement.
As you deserve. Enjoy your golden years, as you should.
Yeah.
And y'all should be super proud of yourselves. I know. Aren't y'all proud of them? Oh, my God.
I can't.
I was going to ask, because I'm about to be in tears. How do you feel right now?
I just lost my dad in May, and so I just know he would be so proud of what we did. And just being able to help Barbara and her now being retired just feels really good. And it feels really good to know that there's so much good still in the world.
Oh, my goodness.
Exactly right. There's so many, because of everything that's going on in the world today, all you hear is fighting, killing, robbing. You have to lock your door. You can't go down the street unless you're looking behind you. Right. And then you turn around and two angels start this, but that's not all. It's the people that poured in the loving, the kindness of people. That is what helped you. And so it's for everyone, if you are nice and kind to people, it'll pay it forward. It will bring it back to you. It'll come back to you. It will.
Mama Barbara, you got me in tears. I'm sorry.
It restores a little bit of faith in humanity.
What was that?
It restores a little bit of faith in humanity.
It does. And we got to respect our elders, take care of each other. So it's beautiful. what you guys are doing, and we're so happy that you are. All right.
She's instilling it in her children, too.
Yes.
You should see her loving children. Her little girl at the door, she was going, Mommy, Daddy, is she all right? Is she all right? Is she all right? The little children, they're instilling that in their children.
Woo, that is powerful. Okay. Oh, my goodness. It's a blessing to have all of you here and your example that God always got somebody. And yes ma'am.
Yes.
Yes. So you keep shining. Enjoy your golden years.
Well, thank you.
You deserve that. All the elders. You know.
Thank you for having me.
And continue to keep setting a great example. Now, if I could stop crying, because this hits home for me, we want to give you something special too, Kevin and Lacey. Get ready to pack your bags for a well-deserved spring break, for your whole family, because we are sending you all on an unforgettable vacation to Kalahari Resorts, home of America's largest indoor water park. Keep setting the example and be a blessing. And everybody make a difference and help somebody. So all of you at home can make your spring break reservations today at Kalahari Resorts by visiting KalahariResorts.com. All right, we'll be right back, y'all. Our next guest is one of the funniest comedians around. His show, The Upshaws, is back for a third season. Give it up for Mike Epps. You know...
Wow, you look so great.
They fanning out. You got them screaming. Oh, my God. Thank you for being here, first of all.
Thank you for having me.
Now, I can't believe we ain't never met.
No, we never met, and we from the same area.
Pretty much. Because
Yeah.
you Indianapolis, right?
Yeah, I'm from Indianapolis,
And I'm from Chicago. Okay, which part for you, though?
I'm from the east side.
East side?
Yeah, I'm east side Indianapolis, but you know, Chicago is big brother city to me, so.
That's how it feels.
Yeah, I've been coming to Chicago since I was a kid, you know?
Yes. I always felt like you feel like home to me. That's why I'm like,
yeah.
I can't believe we've never met before.
Couple hours down the road, you know? It ain't quite Chicago. Indianapolis ain't quite Chicago, but, you know, Chicago is, we used to get them Polish sausages.
Yes, my brother loved them sausages. Any Chicagoans in the house? Y'all know about them? You see? We done got them started.
Got them started.
What is it like when you go back home?
Well, you know, going back home is always interesting because, you know, a lot of people are still there doing what they were doing when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And that's good, you know, and it's bad. I'm like, oh, I'm like, man, I sometimes I forget that I left and became famous. I'm like, I gotta get out of here. I'm going right back into where I used to be, you know. But
Well, what's it like being out in L.A.?
it's good. I like LA, you know, and that's the thing, Jennifer. I live in both areas. I live in Indianapolis and I live in LA.
I live in Chicago and L.A.
You know, yeah, you gotta have that, that Chicago mix.
Yes, and you did your comedy special in your hometown.
I did.
What was that like?
It was good, you know. You know what? That might be the special I did in Indianapolis. It might not be the best one that I did because I didn't know the effect of performing in front of people you knew.
You see?
And I went out on that stage, and I mean, it was police that had chased me sitting in the
Stop.
audience. And some of my friends, and you know, it was fun, but it was like the people were just looking like, they wasn't laughing, they was looking like, yeah, I'm gonna holler at you when you get off stage.
He like, you ain't finna get me.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
have a new show, like where you fix up houses in your old neighborhood? That's amazing.
That's pretty cool,
Oh my
huh?
God, where did that idea come from?
Well, you know, me and my wife, we started buying houses early on in the gentrified neighborhoods. Those houses are maybe about 15, 20 years ago, they was $5 each house. You can get a house for $5. Now they worth $200,000. So, you know, that's the layout that they're doing in these cities. So I started buying the houses, and as the neighborhoods progressed, I told my wife, we need to go back there, man, and get us a show on HGTV, because we watch HGTV all the time. I said, man, we back here building on these houses. We need to show the people that we building on the houses. So, yeah, she did most of the work. I just paid for it. Y'all know how it go.
Did your mom help inspire that too?
My mom definitely inspired it, man. You know, my mom passed away in 2020, rest her soul.
Sorry to hear that.
And we have a foundation called Jeresa's Dream, you know, because her name was Jeresa. So my mom loved interior decorating. That was her thing. She used to watch This Old House, and Better Homes and Garden Books was always around the house. So Yeah, I think my mom inspired us.
Oh, that's beautiful. A good way to remember your mother.
Oh, yeah.
How many siblings do you have?
I have 8. It's 8 of us.
You had to think about it, huh?
Yeah, I had to think about it because they still popping out on me now. My dad passed, rest his soul, and I'm meeting new brothers and sisters now, you know. Don't do, what's they call, ancestors? Don't do that.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Boy, they are popping out.
That's how they do.
They popping out.
That is so funny. Okay, and tell me, okay, you rode a unicycle?
Yeah, I used to ride a one-wheel unicycle.
Now, how that happen?
You know what? I always tried to be different in the neighborhood. And my man Juan Pope from Indianapolis, he's an actor too. He used to ride around on a unicycle. I said, man, guess what? I'm gonna learn how to ride around on a unicycle and get a little attention. Girls used to see me ride, I'll be waving. When they see me on the unicycle, they, oh boy, where your bike at? Where's my wheel? So, you know, I did it so I could be different.
Okay.
But I actually enjoy riding a unicycle. You know, sometimes I go to Venice Beach and I ride down the whole coast on the unicycle. The only thing is you can't stop pedaling. You got to keep going.
Because if you stop, you're going down?
Yeah, you're going down.
Okay, I'm gonna have to get me one, y'all. Give me a minute, I'm gonna pull out my unicycle. I don't know about that. But see, I love a good car. I heard you love cars.
You love a good car.
Oh my God.
What's your favorite car?
Well, you know,
Old school, like old school, because you from
you know
Chicago.
what? A Monte Carlo.
Woo!
Y'all gonna
The
put some
SF?
sounds up in that joint. One day I'm gonna get one of them.
That
But
Monte Carlo?
Yes, I want a good Monte Carlo. What kind of cars you like?
I got a 57 Chevy.
See?
You know, and I got a Bronco, and I got a 1985 Silverado truck.
Yes.
I like a lot of old school.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, I love a good car.
Yes, yes, I love
That's
old
dope
school.
right there.
Yeah, and that's a 850 BMW. I got a line of BMWs, but they're all old school cars, so you know,
Yeah.
I have to maintenance them and keep them up, you know. But
Okay.
I enjoy riding in my car.
Do you put sounds in them though?
I put sounds in them. As you can see, I got an outfit to go with them. You know what I mean? I done
Crank
put the
that.
socks and the little shorts on with my outfit.
You do got a whole, you maxing the car. Now that I look at it,
Yeah.
oh my God.
I pull the car out, then I lay the outfit on top of the hood. Oh, I'm gonna tear them up, man, you know.
I love it. Listen, you a busy man.
Yes, ma'am.
Like you just did, like you work with Eddie Murphy again?
Work with Eddie Murphy.
Oh my
again.
God, what is that like?
Man, you know Eddie Murphy, man. Big shout out to Eddie Murphy,
Yes.
man. You know Eddie Murphy.
I wish I could have been on this set right here.
Oh man, I did my first movie. The first thing I ever did with Eddie was Dr. Dolittle, and that was years ago. But
Yes.
ever since I've been working with Eddie, man, he got the magic touch. I've been getting all kind of good work. I told him too. I said, Eddie, I'm running out of work. I need to be seen with you again.
Yes.
Man.
Yes, because y'all known each other for a long time.
Oh yeah, you know I've been watching Eddie Murphy since I was a kid. So to be standing there with him, I didn't want to go fan out and get too, you know.
Because
so
he
I
got
had
that
to-
effect.
Yeah, he had that effect. I'm like, oh man, I'm standing here with Eddie Murphy. Every time we get a break, I call somebody. He's standing right here. He got a black leather jacket on.
I totally understand.
Yes.
But again, you're doing big things. Now you're doing a Marvel movie.
Yeah, I got a chance to be in the Marvel.
That's
movie.
exciting. Congratulations. You will never stop.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
yes.
I play a black guy in most of the movies that I do. You know what I mean? You look so great, Jennifer.
Thank you. Am I doing all right? You proud of me being West?
Killing it, girl.
Thank you.
I'm so proud of you.
You
man.
feel like family, sir. I will
Man,
say.
you look good.
Thank
You're
you.
doing great. I love your show. You know, God is good, man.
We see you rocking your crown.
Yeah, I got a little king crown.
Y'all see that?
Y'all like this hat?
All right. More with Mike. We'll be right back.
Regina Raiders, you up first. Pick your category.
Okay. Girls, what do we want?
To be doing something else.
Okay, Attitude, pick your category for your team.
Okay, fine. Stuff kids be doing.
Okay, here we go, right here. Name 3 animals. The kids that snuck into this house.
Easy. I snuck a lizard, gerbil, and a cat.
Wrong. Ain't no cat on the card.
Then I guess I'm putting milk in my closet for nothing.
We're back with Mike Epps. First of all, this is my good show.
It is.
Oh my God.
Oh, thank you for
I love
supporting us,
watching
Jennifer.
you on the
I
camera
appreciate
in the house. He like the soundtrack of the house. I gotta see it before I go to sleep. It's my zhuzh, y'all.
Oh,
My
man.
goodness. Congratulations, because it's doing
appreciate
extremely well.
Yes, it is. Got a third season.
Third season.
Third season, yeah.
To be like you.
Yeah, we was fortunate enough to get a third season, man. But shout out to our writers, man. Regina Hicks, Wanda Sykes, and the staff, man, for writing a great show. And we were able to get Kim Fields, who we know is legendary. We've been watching her since she was a kid.
Yep.
So you know, with us three coming together, man, and a great cast, man, we were able to do a good show. You know, a good family show.
It's great. It's so good.
Yes, ma'am.
I mean, you got the right formula, right? So,
Yeah.
but when did you realize this is a hit?
You know what? You know, in Hollywood, when you think of an idea, it's so raw in the beginning, and then you go through these different stages and phases. Because I've had a couple television shows, and you know, it's a lot of hard work getting them going, and some of them don't work. You know, so you know, and sometimes you feel like the work was just, you know, it just wasn't worth it. But for this show right here, I thought about an idea, kind of loosely based off of my life, is what this show is. And I called Wanda Sykes. I said, Wanda, let's do a show together. And she said, okay, well, shoot me the idea. I shot her the idea, and she loved it. So we had already had a relationship with Netflix, me and her, from doing stand-up there. We went over there. We shot the pilot. They loved the pilot. We ended up doing the first season. They loved the first season. We did 2. And now we're grateful and blessed to be on 3 seasons.
3 seasons?
3 seasons.
And the writers sometimes implement like pieces of your life in the script.
Oh yeah, they do.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, that's the only thing about it, is like, people know it's loosely based off my life, but I can't go tell the world, now that ain't me right there now. I don't know who wrote that, but you know. But they do a pretty good job overall, 95% of the time, you know, so. I'm happy with everything. I'm happy with the cast. I'm happy with doing this TV show, and I'm still doing stand-up on the road on the weekend. Oh my God. And you know, I still eat my Harold's chicken when I go to.
You go to Harold's.
Yeah, what?
You better get your Harold's.
With that sweet sauce?
That sweet sauce or mild.
That mild.
Hot and sweet. Some ketchup and hot sauce. That's
the mild and sweet with the ketchup and
that's a Midwest thing, y'all.
Yes,
okay,
yes.
And then another thing, I don't know if this is a Midwest thing, because I heard you run around with your boombox. I do too.
Yeah,
You got a boombox?
Yeah, we gotta have that music.
Yes.
That music gives us good vibes.
It does.
You know,
It sets the tone on the set.
no matter where we go, yeah.
I love that. See, that's Midwest right there. Thank you for coming. Will you come back again?
Anytime.
You're awesome. Midwest in the house. The Upshaws is available now on Netflix. We'll be right back. Our next guest is a stunning actress who you know from Black Adam and The L Word. She is now starring in the Netflix series, Sex Life. Take a look.
One of the most important decisions you'll ever make is who to spend your life with.
I know I said that everything was fine, and I was hoping it would be fine. But the truth is, it's not.
I knew you'd go back to him,
This isn't about Brad. It's about our marriage.
which is pretty much over. Don't you think?
I know that you're upset.
I'm not. I'm just done.
Please welcome Sarah Shahi. What are they like?
Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. If you have, I don't know, do you have a teenager by
I have a 13-year-old son.
I am so sorry. So do I.
Do you see?
Yes, they have hair growing out of everywhere.
Everywhere.
Everywhere. And then on top of it, and then like the voice all of a sudden
Changes.
And then he thinks he's like knows more than me all the time. All the time. They are something else.
Oh,
the
my
conversation
God.
about girls, I'm like, oh my gosh, I am your mother.
I'm going through the same thing.
It's horrible.
It is.
Who are they?
Exactly. I'm like, wait a minute. Who is this kid that I have now? What's up, mama? Who I'm talking
What?
to?
Yeah, don't talk to me like that. Like, I just said hello. Like, yeah, but why you gotta do that with your voice?
With the bass in the voice, and his hair has changed, his braces is off, he's taller than me. And I'm like, God, what's next? And then he's like, facial hair, and I was like, oh my God, I'm so not ready for that. But that's the phase of like 13.
That's right.
Wow.
I hope it levels out. Like, I hope, you know what I mean? I just like, I don't know, I hope it stops. Like, I'm
Yes.
like,
It's nothing we could be prepared for.
no, it's not. It's
Oh my
not.
God. Well, thank you for being here.
Well, thank you for having
So
me.
happy to have you.
Thank you.
Tell me, how did your name, Sarah? You said that
Yeah.
wasn't originally your name. You picked the name Sarah.
I did. I picked the name. So my real name is Ahu Jahansu Shahi.
That's
I know. Imagine saying that 5 times fast. I'm Persian, and I'm from Texas originally. And so growing up, you know, in Texas, where everybody's name is like Ann Smith, nobody knew how to pronounce my name. So I was listening to the radio one day with my mom, and it was in the 80s, and that song Sarah by Jefferson Starship was on. And my mom was like, "How about Sarah?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, that's me." And you know, and I was like, "I'll take it, anything." I mean, if Come On Eileen were on, I would have been Eileen Shahi, would have been sitting right here in front of you. So here we go. So I'm Sarah Shahi.
Well, we're happy to have you. Your name is beautiful either way.
Well, thank you.
Oh my God, is it true you're related to royalty?
Yes. Okay. So my great-great-grandfather on my dad's side was one of the first Shahs of Iran. He ruled, I think his dynasty was called like the Qajar dynasty. Oh, and I don't have anything to show for it. And my daughter, who's very princess-like, a little bit too much, you know, she's very angry about this. She's like, if I'm a princess, why do I have to wear clothes like this? And yeah, it's a thing, but it's just whatever. It's just a piece of trivia.
And you speak Farsi?
I do, yes. I grew up speaking both. My mother couldn't speak English when she had me. They fled and went to Texas, and my father did speak English, and so I grew up being bilingual.
Interesting.
Yeah, can I teach you a little something?
I was going to say,
okay.
teach me something.
Yes, I'm going to teach you a very simple word.
Okay.
But as the mother of a son, I feel like you should know this.
Okay.
I'm curious to see if anybody else will know what this means, but dudutella.
Dudutella.
Okay, so my son over there is like, I know what it means.
He wanted to
Okay, it means golden penis. Here's why you would say this. It is a term of endearment that mothers say like to their sons. Oh, dudutella, dudutella. But it's created a very egocentric male. Like it's like the men grow up and you know they think quite highly of themselves because of what their mothers have done. Dudutella. So it's just a very cutesy name. It's a very cutesy name you'd say to like a little baby boy or something like that.
I like it. It sounds fancy. It's
Dudutella.
Nice. I'm going to say it to my son. He's going to say, what are you saying to me, Mommy?
Exactly.
I love it.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. And you were in Black Adam. Did you do any crazy stunts?
I did do, yeah. Our first day of shooting was me having to like do this big jump over this mountain. And you know, it's like the stunt doubles, they take months like practicing these things. And then the actors, we come in and they're like, oh, we'll just put you up on these wires 300 feet up in the air for about 10 minutes before we have to roll. But don't worry, because your stunt double's gonna do it anyway. I'm like, okay, sounds good to me. So they're ready to shoot that part where the big jump happens. And I'm thinking, peace, y'all have fun. I'm gonna go to my trailer, call me when you're done. The director's like, no. Where are you going? I'm like, I'm going to my trailer. He's like, no, but you have to do the stunt. I'm like,
oh my God.
I thought the stunt double was gonna do that. And he was like, no, but we need the close-up of your face as you're jumping. And I'm like, oh.
You did it?
So, yeah, so I had a good cry before I did it because I thought I was gonna die. But I was like, all right, at least I'm gonna die doing what I love. That's a good lesson to give to my kids.
Yes.
But I did it, and I'm alive.
You're alive.
And yeah.
You did it.
I did it.
And now you
did
could do anything.
That's right.
Oh my God.
But I'm very proud, you know, because when I took my children to the premiere, it was just this moment for me, because as a mom, as you know, it's like you miss out on a lot of firsts sometimes, and you don't get those back.
Right.
So for me to be able to share that with my children and for them to watch the movie and, you know, they can say, that's my mom, like, that was everything to me.
And you can honestly say, it was you.
That's right.
That's amazing. Will you stick around for a little bit?
Of course, I'd love to.
We're going to play a game with Sarah when we come back. Let's talk sex life. Woo. Tell everyone about season 2.
Okay, season 2. So we've got all the juicy stuff from season 1 is back, all the sex and all the life. But last season was really about like femininity and sensuality and having, you know, wants and empowerment, you know, and things not to feel ashamed of as a woman. And this season is about second chances. It's about timing. It's about hope. It takes relationship themes, but it's a different angle on it all.
Nice. And then you're dating your co-star, Adam, in real life.
Yes,
What is it like working with your boyfriend?
It's kind of amazing. Like, you know, I feel lucky because I kind of take myself out of the situation and I have like a bird's eye view of myself and him working together. And it makes my job so much easier because if it's a love scene or if it's a fight scene or whatever it is, all I have to do is look at him and the words become real. So it's almost like it's like an experiment, you know, it's like a privilege to be able to work with the person you love and also your characters are simulating real life things as well. It actually makes my job a little bit easier. Like I don't have to pretend, which is nice.
It makes it that much more real, right?
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, I thought it'd be fun if we talk about some dating deal breakers. Okay, so I'm gonna read the situation and then you'll say if it's a deal breaker or not.
Okay.
Can you handle that?
I can. Hopefully,
I think you can.
he will agree when he watches
Uh-oh.
this. Okay, let's go.
Let's see, boyfriend. All right. They still talk to their ex.
Okay.
Deal breaker.
I would need to have more information, Jennifer, because
kind of
if
information?
if it's like a platonic thing and there's a good like friendship and it's respectful.
Okay.
But I feel like I need to meet the ex. Like I feel like I need to get my own gauge on it. Then I'm okay. But you know what I'm saying?
Y'all agree?
Because you can't like suppress somebody because of your insecurity, because that's also not cute, right? So you need more information. But if anything crosses the line, then that's a no-no. That's a deal breaker.
Okay.
That's a deal breaker. We don't do that.
Do you hear? You heard it. Okay. They they have money, but they dress like they don't.
Not a deal breaker, because I'm like that. Like, meaning I dress like all my clothes come from a gas station. I have my kids, they make fun of me, it's called gas station fashion. And I'm sure there's images out there, but I'm very comfortable being comfortable.
And that's important, right?
I think comfort is king.
Me too.
Yeah, so, you know, and I don't know, I think it's cool, like if you know, have a choice to dress up, but you don't, and instead you roll up in your pajamas. I don't know, I don't know, I think that's cool. It would not be a deal breaker.
It's not
I'd
a deal
actually like
breaker.
that more, you know?
I like that.
I don't like
I like
showy.
that answer. I love that answer.
Okay.
Okay. This is an interesting one. You caught them reading your diary. Girl.
This also, it's funny because that's what season 1 of Sex Life was about too. The husband like reads the diary. Oh God, that's a hard one.
That's a tough one. Why he reading your diary?
I know. I'm gonna have to take a major timeout if that happens. Like I need to because that's an invasion of privacy. It's like if you read someone's intimate thoughts, put it down. Put it down. There's a reason they're on the page.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And it's their diary.
And yeah, it's a diary. That's such an invasion.
Right.
I don't know. That's a deal breaker.
It's a deal breaker, right, y'all?
Because how do you bounce back from trust? Like how do you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Okay.
Okay, they constantly post thirst traps.
Ooh.
That's another one.
No, I just don't like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if I could be with somebody who constantly did that because that means there's an insecurity of some sort. They constantly need validation. That's not
You
not
can't
hot.
really trust that.
No.
That's not cute.
Yeah, why are you putting all that out there all the time? Like, I understand if every once in a while, for whatever reason, right? But all the time, that's not cute.
That's a little weird.
That's not cute.
Well, thank you, Sarah, for being here. Will you come back again?
Absolutely.
And see us and bring all the babies, okay?
I would love nothing more. Nothing more.
Season 2 of Sex Life is available now to stream on Netflix. We'll be right back. If you like this video, smash that like button and subscribe to the Jennifer Hudson Show YouTube channel. Check your local listings or visit jenniferhudsonshow.com to see when you can watch full episodes in your area. And don't forget to sign up for the newsletter. Happy